Sveno Mick here. Just on dark. Just coming on dark. There's the golf course here. I'm shaking there a little bit. I'm trying to keep as steady as I can. Sorry about that. But here's the Maloney golf course. So we're down past the golf course. There it is back around there. Just while we're at it, let's have a look at the full moon coming up, or near, not quite full moon. And I'll spin back around so I get a bit more light. That's looking out towards the Maloney Landsborough Road, Irrawol Retirement Village. Can't see anything anymore. Trees covered in everywhere. It's just saying to my wife, oh hang on. So this is absolutely beautiful. There's people playing the other side of that big fig tree there. I think that's a Moreton Bay fig. We used to do work around there, if I remember rightly. There's a Moreton Bay fig. Typical people here. What we've done here in Maloney, I was just saying to my wife, and I don't like to be a negative sort of a person, try and be positive with everything. And there's another patch of rainforest up there in Porter's old farm. You can see there, it's Barung Landcare, and Barung Landcare's down here too. We've got some clouds building up over there, which you probably won't pick it. Oh yes you can. It's bloody cold here tonight. I've just got my singlet on. And I just said to my wife, hang on, I'm just going to just spin that around and just try and hold it a little bit more steady now. Maloney. I've lived here for 59 years, and I did spend a few months down Cloundra when our house was getting built. And I've lived here and a bit down Conondale with my first wife. 6 months down there, but within the area. Geez, I just had my finger over that. But there's another big Moreton Bay fig, I think. Look at the size of the leaf on it. Beautiful trees. Beautiful trees. But yeah, Maloney for me, as much as I love the area, and I look around now, and I actually sort of used to be, when I was a kid growing up, we referred the whole area as, and everyone just the rolling hills of Maloney. It was all dairy farming, and I know things never stay the same, don't get me wrong. But for me, I'm actually starting to lose the attraction for the place. I was out on my little road bike just before. I come around the corner and two little dogs attacked me, which that's normal. I don't mind that. An old mate, I owned him, an old bloke. I've just, hey, sort of like that. And you should have seen the evil eye he gave me, just out here actually, back along here. Have a look. Oh, you can see the moon. But yeah, I don't know, we're probably, and it's not about being negative, it's just about there's a totally different class of person shifting into Maloney. You got people that, well now, and this is probably the same on the whole of the Sunshine Coast. You got people that are that moneyed up, come to the area because they like the look of it, they like what they see. But as sad as it is, and this isn't all people, but a lot of people bring their big city bad attitude with them, and which is really sad, because on more than one occasion, because I'm a pretty friendly sort of a person, I always say, how you going? And you get people stare at you like you fucking come straight from bloody, oh, you're an alien, you're from Mars. But yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's not about whinging, it's just actually about the whole aspects of the area changing. Like, I've got my good friends here, don't get me wrong, but I was talking to my son the other day, and we were talking about it, and I was talking and saying to him, well, Damo, it's like this, you know, it's $1 million, well, it's not even, we just come out past that, out North Maloney now, and I said to Carls, oh, we're just going out past $1 Million Road. Well, I grew up out North Maloney, just 100 or 200 metres back from these houses that are way over $1 million. But you just look at them and you just think, well, no one even knows I grew up here, but that doesn't matter. I'm not worried about that. But it's now, I said to Carls, there is not a place in Maloney that you would get that would not be $1 million road, and which is a pretty sad indictment on, and I can understand people like the area, don't get me wrong, but they're now actually pushing out the people that actually grew up here, and a lot of the people that have actually made the town what it is, and the attraction for it is now like this property here. This is Porters. I've known Porters all my life. They've just got a little section left, the sun, and you know, and I mean that's probably what he wanted. But this is all the old Porters farm here and the Armstrong's farm here. That when I was, and Howard used to work on Armstrong's farm before Armstrongs were there, like Greg Howard, that's the relation to Petty Diefenbach, nephew, and I don't know, it's not about whinging about anything, but it's just the whole town, the whole dynamics of the place is changing very, very quick, which in my opinion, being from a family that's been here since 1940, it's just changing, and I sort of probably won't continue to go with the flow here. I think we'll probably move on before that many more years. Well, I will anyhow, Carl's and I, and my son, I think he'll move on, and grandson lives down the coast anyhow. So yeah, it was not much of a presence of us Swensons here anymore, that's for sure. But that's how it is. And look, I don't like to be negative, but I only see what I see, and I don't think I see it wrong. And like I say, you probably get, I reckon you nearly probably get 5 people that aren't friendly out of the 10, 5 out of 10. And yeah, but then you can get some real nice people. But like I said, the overall dynamics of the town, for me, it's becoming, the place is becoming very overgrown, as in you can't move in the place. It's probably being loved to death like Mary Cain's Cross Park. And yeah, and it's your big dollar people. And I don't have a problem with people making money, don't get me wrong there. But I do have a problem with people with what I'd call pretty fucked attitudes. And they seem to be breeding more of them every day of the week. Greedy, self-centered fuckwits. And that's sort of about all I could sum it up and say. I could be the fuckwit, but I don't think so. But people with self-centeredness. Anyway, I'm going to leave it at that. What are we up to? That's 7 minutes and 42 seconds of a bit of a whinge. But yeah, it's like I say, I think I'm always pretty positive and try and put my best foot forward with everything. Sometimes it's pretty friggin' hard when you look around and you just see what you used to see disappearing at a fast, alarming rate, and to greedy, self-centered people that only care about themselves and they don't give a rat's ass about anyone else. But on a negative note, it's still very good to wake up on this planet every morning in this country, Australia. I do love life, and I do treasure every single day that I wake up, because I've been to, not the brink, but I've been mentally pretty well pushed to the brink at times, at a time X amount. For the last 7 years I've had a lot of things not going well, and I just sit back and I look at people and think to myself, well, you know, you see different things go wrong and feel different things go wrong, and then you still run into these people that, honestly, I wouldn't like to be going into a war situation with them, because we'd be in trouble. You know, you see what's going on overseas, and I don't know the story of all that. I don't know what's right, what's wrong, who's done this and who's done that. But obviously it's not a good situation. And yes, they say about the Aussie true blue mate, and you know, the whatever it is, the Aussie thing, and you know, mates and mates. Well, sorry to say, I don't believe that's true. It's what can I get, what can I get, and that's what it appears like to me. It's well, I can't even think of that when, you know, they say Australians and New Zealanders fight hand in hand and you stick up for your mate. Well, let's face it, that's probably nearly dead and buried. It's you stick up for what I can get out of people and how much I can rip them off. And that's not everyone, don't get me wrong. I don't want to completely generalise, but there is a lot of people like that on this planet. And that's probably why we've got so many what would we call it? So many, you've got people that you've got the haves and the have-nots. And the have-nots have fucking done a shitload of work and have not got where they should have. And that is a lot which I'm starting to see, and I don't like it. But anyhow, look, on the negativity, it's pretty negative, but it's probably pretty truthful. And I like that Sveno Mick just tell you how it is, looking through a 60-year-old eyes or 59-year-old eyes, and how I see it. And we got bastards of people, and then you got the nice people, but there's a lot of bastards. And I don't know what'll happen. But I'm going to leave it at that. It's beautiful out here, and I love the cold. It suits me fine. I'm going to leave it at that. Sveno Mick, you all have a lovely night, and we're going to go home and have something to eat. The wife, you and I. Sveno Mick out.